is Margaret McCann from Carnival Chaos, and today we're going to do a spectacular arts and crafts session making a scary Halloween mask. This is one that is made and completed, and they're not difficult to do, and they're real fun to do, and believe it or not, they're made from one of these, just an ordinary milk container. So I'm going to show you step by step how we came up with something that looks like this. So first of all, you need your milk container. Just take off your label, just peel it off. It should come off easy enough. And when it does, then you have to do a bit of cutting. Now, if you have an adult to help you with this bit, that's great. Just be very careful with the scissors. And what you do is you basically cut off this part of the milk container, and you start off from the back. So unscrew the lid and just take your milk container. So the handle bit, as you can see, will be actually the nose, so that'll be the front of your mask. So turn it to the back and you can see a line actually runs up the back. So just follow that line, cutting your milk container the whole way up and right across the top, and it should open up like that for you at the back. Now, the next step is to cut this piece off at the bottom. Just cut up to where the bottom of the handle would be. So go right round underneath and take it the whole way round. So what you should end up with is something that looks like this. So that's just your container with the top part cut up and the bottom part cut off as well, and opened up at the back. And then spread it open and just fold over the two side pieces so that you end up with something like this. And then, as you can see, what I've done is drawn two eyes. So basically, if you put it up to your face, you should be able to see, or someone who's working and helping you would be able to see where your eyes would be, just to mark them with a marker roughly where they're going to be. Don't worry if they're not exact, because you can make them bigger as you go along. But this is what you want to have as your start off piece. So it's looking like this at the beginning. So once you've done this, cut out your eyes first. Then the next step is to start building your mask using masking tape here. And you can get this in the pound shops or DIY shops, and it's not too expensive, it's pretty cheap. And it's the best thing to use because you can do a paper mache process with this, but it takes a lot longer because you have to wait on each layer of paper drying. Masking tape just makes the process a lot easier and it goes a lot quicker. So all you need is your masking tape. If you have any cardboard, keep old pizza boxes, handkerchief boxes, anything that's got card in it. Or if you have access to Play Resource, you can get sheets of cardboard there. So what you do then is you start to build layers of tape onto your mask, as you've seen I've done here. So basically you take your mask that you have cut with the eyes removed, and I'm just going to show you how the process starts. So taking long strips of masking tape, just run them right along the container, and this is basically to give you a to be able to paint, to have something just to paint on here. We obviously can't paint straight onto the plastic, so this is giving you a nice back in here to get your paint on. And also you can build features as well. So just get your tape and go the whole way across this mask in strips. Work it right across all the way until you have something like this. Now, as you can see here, what I've done with the plastic here, I've just cut in to the plastic just like that to make sharp spiky points. Now you can do that or you can leave it depending on what you want your mask to be. This mask is like a demony devil, but you can make witches, skeletons, anything you want, just go for it. Try all different ones. But if you're making it this way, you can cut out all these different shapes if you want to. So when you've cut the shapes out, again, you cover them with masking tape and make sure you cover the back as well. It's just if you're wearing it on your face, you want it to be comfortable. So once you've done that, as you can see here, what I've done is I've used kitchen roll. So use tissue paper, kitchen roll, newspaper, toilet roll, anything you've got. And I've just sort of squished it up in a little ball, and I've just put the masking tape over. And as I'm doing that, this is making me a nice bulgy cheekbone here. So just cover it with the masking tape again, and just keep doing that, and push it in through your eye socket like so. So you're working it the whole way around, and make sure you have some around the eye because it can be sharp and you don't want anything sticking in you. So you do that the whole way along. Then what I've done, which you can do if you like, is create this eyebrow effect, this brow. And again, same thing. What I've done, I've taken kitchen roll and I've just twisted it, as you can see, into a long piece, and I've taped it down with a bit of a curl at the end. And you can do this straight, you can curl it, you can have it any way you want, and again, just completely cover everything with the masking tape. Now, it's important that you don't see any of the tissue or paper underneath. It all has to be completely covered so that there is no plastic showing through, no paper showing through either. And then what I've done here with the nose, you can see this bit was the handle. I've just cut some cardboard. Just take a piece of cardboard, put it to the side, see what kind of shape you nose. You can have a pointed beak nose, you can have a hooky nose, or you can even just use tissue paper and squish it on to make a bulgy nose. But it's easy, just two pieces of cardboard, exactly the same for either side, cut in your shape, and just tape those on as well, nice and firm. And when you've the two taped on, you can just join them at the front and tape them together, and you can stuff some paper in here as well, which will give you more of a 3D kind of effect. Make it as long or as short if you want. And then that is your nose. So you keep building up till everything is covered. So you can see this side of the mask before and this side of the mask after. Once you've done that, the next step is the fun part, and that's painting it. So what you can do as well, if you can leave it like this with just the spikes, or you can build horns on, you can build more spikes on, you can use feathers, whatever it is your mask's going to be. As I say, if it's going to be a skeleton, then just leave it like this, plain at the top, and paint it with the white and the blacks and the blues and the greys. But if you want to add something like horns, you can just take some more cardboard, cut the shape of a horn out like this. If you can get some of this foam, and you get this foam in the pound shop as well, it's just a very thin foam. Feels like a camping mat almost, only much thinner. And usually you get these in A4 sheets in some of the craft shops or pound shops. You can use this and then just make horns with that, which is handy enough because it's coloured and you can paint on top of it. But it's just as good with cardboard. So just take your cardboard horn the same way, lay it down wherever you feel. You can have it spiked up that way, you can have it more at an angle, whatever way you want it. And then just, again, just taking your masking tape, tape your horns on whatever position you want, tape it on the back as well, cover the whole horn with the masking tape just the same. And if you want to put some detail on the horn, like wee ridges, again, just use the tissue paper or our kitchen roll rolled up in the little skinny pieces and just put it across and tape over the top of it. But make sure you push well in with your fingers because you don't want to lose any of your detail of your cheeks or your eyebrows or anything that's on your mask. So once you've finished doing all that, you can go to painting it. Now, the paint I would recommend you use is this kind of paint. And this is acrylic paint. And again, it's in the pound shops have it, Home Bargains, B&M Bargains, the little craft shops that sell books and different things, craft works and places like that, you get them. They're not expensive, maybe £2 for a little tube, and they go a long way. Don't water them down. Put them straight on without any water. So get your brush and pick whatever colours you want. You can choose any colours you want. This time we'll go for a green. And just dab your paint on, good thick layers of paint. And as you work your paint on, and as it's still wet, instead of leaving it one flat colour, you can work other colours in on top just to give a good paint effect. So you can do Frankenstein, skeletons, all kinds of scary Halloween monsters and creatures. And once you have all your paintwork done, you can go on details with darker colours in around the eyes and in around the dark areas mixed with your greens or your reds. And then when you have finished that, you leave it to dry. Now, if you want, you can attach on feathers, which can be bought in the craft shops as well. And you can just glue those on with a glue gun if you have a glue gun. But basically, just work at it. A few hours, you're going to have a fantastic looking mask. And when you keep working and persevering on it, as I say, you can come up with something that looks just like this. You can see how I've done the darker colour shadows around the eyes and then around the nose and the nostrils and around the eyebrows. And some cardboard and some foam shapes just cut and stuck on makes great eyebrows and horn detail. And then to wear this mask, all you need to do is punch 2 little holes in either side and put an elastic band or some string. Or if you don't want to wear it, they're great around the house, hanging up at Halloween, really scary, scare the neighbours, scare your family, and hang them up around the wall. And they look really, really cool. So that's our first workshop. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a go, have fun, happy Halloween.